Okay, this presentation is specifically addressed to the homeowners of the Village Square Homeowners Association in Maytown, Pennsylvania. Maytown Village Square, or MVSHA, currently includes approximately 450 homes, most of which are the homeowner's primary place of residence. It's our community. MVSHA has a homeowners association that each homeowner pays dues into and elects a board of directors to oversee the deeds and restrictions of our covenants so that our shared assets, that's the land, the community buildings, and other stuff, are properly managed and protected from liability. This board of directors is also allowed to make, publicize, amend, or repeat rules and regulations from time to time within the association. But that doesn't mean that the board is in control. Every homeowner within the community is an equal partner in the corporation. As an equal partner, every homeowner in this community has a responsibility to understand the deeds and restrictions and the bylaws that govern our HOA. Now you may say, I don't understand how an HOA works. That's okay. The best way to gain knowledge of how the association works, how the board governs, and what rights you have as a homeowner is to get involved. And involvement can be as simple as attending the HOA meetings, which are generally once a quarter. But another way to get to know your HOA and your board of directors is to ask questions. But here's some questions for you. Did you know that there are approximately 171 separate homeowner violations currently on file with the board of directors? That's almost 40% of the homes within this community. Did you know that the board assesses about 35 violations a month on average to the homeowners who elected them? Think about that. Is it a prudent use of our HOA resources for the board to search out, identify, communicate all the coordination that's involved in assessing and levying fines on the homeowners in this development, especially at the rate you just heard? And we also pay a property management company to execute that for us. Here's some other questions. Did you know that on a monthly basis, the board sends out individuals to observe and record, using cameras, the behaviors and daily activities of each homeowner simply for the purpose of looking for deeds and restriction violations? Who are these people that are taking pictures of us? What is their background? Have they had any background checks done on them? Are we safe with them traveling through our neighborhood and taking pictures of our homes and our families? And how does the board have the authority to conduct that type of behavior, especially from the people that elected them to be on the board? What are they up to? Is there an agenda behind this? Here's some more questions. Is it fair for some of the board members to block homeowners from obtaining documents, meetings minutes, homeowners list, violations lists, and other communications that the board uses inside the business so that the equal partners can't see them? Especially when it comes to finding out why they're doing what they're doing. Why would they hide that stuff from us? And is it fair for some of the board of directors to decide for themselves what deeds and restrictions they want to enforce and what ones not to enforce? Does that even make sense? Now, after hearing some of this, you might have some questions popping up in your mind as whether or not the board of directors is on the homeowner's side. I understand that. Think about this. If the homeowners elect the board of directors, who are the board of directors accountable to? Is the board doing what you elected them to do for you or for your neighbors? Is this really why we have the board in place? Maybe you didn't even vote for the board. Maybe you weren't involved in the last voting process. Or maybe a board member came to you and asked to use your vote in a proxy for them. Do you really know who that board member is? And do you really know what they're doing behind closed doors in their meetings? And if you weren't involved in the voting process, here's a good question. Do you even know whether the current board in place was legitimately elected to office? Are you aware that 2 board members have served well over 2 terms? That's the maximum a board member can serve. They were voted off during the last election cycle, and with the help of the property management company, they were put back on the board. Which brings another question to mind. Who does the property management company that we pay for represent? Do they represent the homeowner, or do they represent the board of directors? Now you might be asking yourself, am I even safe in this community? I mean, especially with an average of 35 violations a month. How long will it be before I'm on the list? Well, there's a way that you can exercise your equal rights as a partner in this corporation. Every homeowner within the community is an equal partner in the governance of this HOA. Every homeowner in this community has a responsibility to understand the deeds and restrictions and the bylaws that govern our HOA. Please get involved. Now you may ask, well, how do I get involved? Well, as I stated before, an easy way is to start attending the meetings. We have an upcoming HOA meeting on January 19th. Without you involved, your HOA may leave you MIA. Let me give you some more details on the upcoming meeting. It's Tuesday, January 19th, at the community building in the center of our development. At 6:30 p.m. will be a board meeting. All homeowners have the right to attend, but they may not participate in the meeting. I highly recommend that you attend to listen to what happens between the board members during those meetings. Then at 7:30 p.m. is a homeowners meeting. That's where you, as a homeowner, can exercise your rights and participate, including asking questions about some of the things I brought up and asking other questions that you may have concern about, and you can even bring up new business on things maybe that we didn't discuss here in this video. Please attend the meeting. Please get involved. There are things happening that every homeowner needs to know about in this community. Thank you for listening, and please share this video with your neighbors.